I guess we could react to it because this fucking blew up. I don't really care. Let's just watch.
Politically, I don't know if you guys know much about me.
Bro, I look like Devin Nash.
I share probably a decent amount of politics with Hassan. Not everything. I'm not a socialist. I like making money. But, you know, some other maybe more social issues, sure. I'm also not even friends with Hassan. Legitimately, I'm not. He's not someone that I invite to, like, my birthday or things like that. He's someone I've done streams with, and I think they were fun. He's a streamer friend. Is the group I call.
Mizkif positive,
but we're not boys. My boys are fucking
Mizkif
Slime,
positive.
Aiden, Nick, the people that I hang out with actually on a week-to-week basis. When I retire, I will never speak to 95% of the streamers I collab with again. Hassan is part of that group. That's a fact. This is just the reality of life. Connor, I'm an actual friend with. Connor, I would actually speak with after. But most streamers, I wouldn't.
Which Connor?
I wouldn't go to my funeral.
Is it Connor Eats Pants or is it Sea Dog?
I wouldn't go to their funeral. It's just true. They wouldn't go to my funeral. I wouldn't go to their funeral. We would never speak again.
I get what Ludwig's saying. Like, I agree. And I think this is one problem I've always had is I've always thought people were more my friend. And then I kind of forgot that we're in a space where there's money, where no one's really your friend, right? It's at the end of the day, you're working, you're making business, you're doing business. But I will say this, the funeral part's very odd to me because I would go to someone's funeral. If someone died that I knew and I worked with for 8 years pretty consistently, and if it's someone that I worked with them for 8 years and my girlfriend, let's assume marriage, wife, or whatever, was also very close to, I would go to their funeral, you know? I would definitely go. I'd be like, hey, I worked with this guy for 10 years. He was a good friend of mine during that time. Am I crazy to think that I would go to that person's funeral? Like, if Ludwig died, I would go to his funeral. If I heard about it, I would be like, yeah, if I'm like in town or something, I would go. I wouldn't like travel across the world, but like I would go. Is this Duke Dennis logic where if you're not invited, don't ask to go for a funeral? If Duke Dennis has a funeral, who gets invited? Because he can't invite anyone. So therefore, who gets to go? You usually need to be invited. Yeah, I guess. Do you? Or like, let's say a wake, right? You don't have to be invited to a wake. If someone died, let's say, who's someone I don't really talk to anymore that I used to talk to a lot? Fuck. I just had an overload for a second. Let's go with... Okay, well, let's stop there. I don't know. I'm just trying to think, like, let's say someone in my high school friend of mine that I was friends with for like 8 years. I would go to his funeral. Would you guys not go to his funeral? Would you guys not go to my high school friend's funeral? I'd go. Fuck it. Maybe I think of it differently and just pay. It's like paying respects. You go, you give a card to the family, say, hey, you maybe share a story like, hey, this guy shocked his fucking dog. Did you hear about that? I don't know. Yeah, you pay respects. I don't know. I would go to someone's funeral. But I do agree with Ludwig that 95% of people you're never going to talk to and not be friends with after this. If you retire, right? You won't really ever be friends with these people. That is true. I do agree. But why is he saying this, though?